Hey guys, this is Agent Mindstorm, and welcome back to my survival series. Last episode we built the room underneath Farm Central, and in between episodes you can probably see that I've worked a lot on this area. Basically, last time you saw this place, it was sort of working, but not fully, so I'd fixed it, which I mentioned last episode, and then, in between last episode and this one, I built the walls up. As you can see, they now have this little thing here, which all that these are meant to do, these sea lantern block areas, is equalize the walls. Since those are unequal with the water levels, those are meant to equalize them, because that one's the shortest, that one's sort of long, then that one's the longest. And then over here, I built something, it's just decorative, there's no items in there, but it's supposed to kind of look like the rest of the system. And the only reason for that is to be parallel with this, so then we can do the equal thing, so that this is symmetrical. Basically, that was what I did in between episodes, and then I also finished the concept for the roof, and I built two little, I guess I'll call them guide skeletons, for how we want the roof to be. As you can see, I also put up loads of scaffolding, quote-unquote scaffolding, not the scaffolding blocks, which we don't have. I just put up a bunch of cobblestone to act like scaffolding. And this is going to let us come up here and actually build the roof. So the roof is going to be built out of dark prismarine, and, well, I mean, the skeleton parts of the roof are going to be built out of dark prismarine. Then around them is going to be prismarine bricks. Then in between that is going to be normal prismarine. This episode, our goal is to build all the dark prismarine skeletons and possibly get started on the prismarine brick skeletons that go around them. So it's basically just expanding that upward. And there are two main variants. There's the one that's just for the walls, like over here, and then there's the corner one. I built one of both, so I won't have to, like, keep exiting the game and being like, how did I build that again? So we can just see it all straight from in the game. So we need to remember how to build it every time we go up, though. And we would need to do that, except we don't because I built the guide. So build up here, then it goes out at sea lantern level. That's what I figured out yesterday. Then it goes up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks. Out 1, boom. 1, 2, 3 blocks up, and then it just goes out, up, out, up, out, and then just up, and that would be out, out, which we can actually connect this to the rest of the scaffolding. Let me just very carefully. So guys, it's actually really scary building up here. The good thing is that if we do fall, we won't die, because the fact that I have feather falling on my boots, and feather falling is like the best enchantment we could ever have for this situation. But if we didn't have feather falling and we fell, we would be so dead. Like, we would just, not even a chance. Just splat dead. And I'm glad that we have feather falling, because I would have already died. I already fell off once when I was building the base skeletons, and guys, if you're wondering how I made it fit the room so well, it's because I made a copy of this world, turned it to creative mode, and actually then built, like, the prototype in creative mode. I don't know if you guys count that as cheating, but I don't, because I needed a way to see how to build it, and I didn't know how else to do that, except just using creative mode, so creative mode it is. Now, this is the last level, so it needs to go boom, 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 and then sea lanterns go here and here. So we'll go right like that. It's only been 3 minutes. We've already built 2 more of the skeletons. We just need to do all the other walls now. So this wall is complete, basically. I do want to do something up there, and that has to do with removing... Nah, we won't remove anything yet. I was going to say removing excess dark prismarine, because I got a lot of dark prismarine in between episodes. It is so annoying to have to go underwater and kill, like, endless squids, but I will say it does help mend my armor, because squids aren't really using up any armor durability, and it lets it mend them. So as you can see, that's how the skeleton of the roof is going to look like. And just imagine, like, those connected. It's going to be like a dome shape, sort of, at the top. And, yeah. Just all the way around, except around that elevator. That's the one that I have to do sort of differently, and I'm still not 100% sure how I want to do that area, but let's just do everything else. Also, we should get more scaffolding blocks, because I'm going to run out of cobblestone pretty soon. So, I know I used prismarine for the stairs, but I should have used cobblestone, because cobblestone sticks out so much, because it's gray in this sort of blue. We're doing like a blue aesthetic, because that's what prismarine is. It's like light blue. And the cobblestone just does not look like prismarine at all. So we should be able to easily spot it and take any bit of it down that we need to. Wow. We are like only 5 minutes into the episode, and we're making a lot of progress. I think that we'll definitely be able to start building the Prismarine brick skeletons, or at least design the area around that maybe. I don't know. We'll be able to do something more than I expected though. So there's another skeleton done, and let's just move on to the next one. Let's just keep going. We don't even need to drop down to the floor because we have enough materials on us, hopefully. I mean, I guess I didn't measure them out exactly, but I didn't count the materials at all, by the way. We're going to have either excess or not enough. I'm betting not enough, though, because we never have enough dark prismarine. I mean, I can get all the dark prismarine in the world and we'll still run out in like 5 seconds. What I used to do to get dark prismarine was actually go to the other ocean monument that we found. If you guys remember, like a while ago, we found that other ocean monument and then we cleared it and we got... Basically, I've been using that to get dark prismarine from, just destroying the entirety of the inside. But that thing started to run out of dark prismarine, so I have to just make it myself. Thank goodness the farm is up and running, or else I wouldn't even be able to get that much. Okay. Let's head to the next pillar, though, because we built this wall skeleton. We need this corner skeleton. Now, this is the skeleton that's going to be above the sorting system, so it's going to be the same, but all the ones built between here and that other corner skeleton are going to be different. So I still haven't really decided how I want to do that. I think what I'm going to do is just, like, extend it from the dark prismarine on the elevator out and act like it's just another one of the ones from there. I don't know. I honestly do not know what to do, but I think we'll figure it out eventually. Now, we're going to run out of our next stack of dark prismarine, so I don't think we'll have enough dark prismarine. I'm calling it right now. We are not going to have enough dark prismarine to finish the skeleton, which is so sad because I got so much dark prismarine. Come on, I was not expecting to run out. I mean, I can show you what I do to get all the dark prismarine, I guess, but we actually have just enough dark prismarine in this stack to finish this one. That's kind of perfect. So there's another skeleton sort of thing built. Let's jump down and show you how it looks now. As you can see, it's really coming together. You can see the whole outline of the roof. It's going to be awesome. And by the way, guys, this roof is pretty much the last thing we need for this farm. As soon as we build this roof, it's basically done. And that's amazing. Because this farm has built entirely in survival. And we have stayed on an older edition just so it will keep working. So as soon as we get it working, I'm going to make a copy of the world that will stay that way forever. And then we're going to always have a backup copy of the world that will have the finished Guardian farm in it. Admittedly, when we transfer to Bedrock, I don't know if I'll go about changing this or just completely ignore it. I think I'm going to go with the ignore it path because I don't want to completely rebuild the Guardian farm even though we just built it. So, yeah, I think we'll just get this done here. That's the best path. And then, once it's done, just convert to Bedrock and break it. Now, before we convert, though, do you see how I built so many chests? I counted them. I built 27 double chests. So, each double chest can hold a lot of prismarine fish and prismarine crystals. So the idea is we're going to AFK here for days, literally days, and just wait for every single chest in this place to fill up. And once it fills up, then, well, then we're done. Then we'll convert to Bedrock. But the idea is that when we convert to Bedrock, we won't need the farm because we'll already have a functionally infinite amount of prismarine on us. Now, on Bedrock Edition, the farm actually does produce one Guardian every minute or so, which is an amount. It's a number of Guardians. It's just not a good number of Guardians in the slightest. So we do not have enough dark prismarine to build that corner pillar. So I don't think we'll start it. Instead, let's drop down and see if we have any ink sacs. We do have 3 ink sacs. That's not enough. My biggest annoyance with dark prismarine is that you need a single ink sac for every single block. Every single one of those dark prismarines is a dead squid. Or is part of a dead squid. Was part of a dead squid. Whatever. We're going to go up and just get, probably, it doesn't take long to kill them at all. I know you might think it will take a while, but it doesn't. And as you can see from here, this elevator view is going to be so awesome. Because you can see the Guardians, but then you can also see the room around it and all the chests. And, oh, this Guardian farm is beautiful. I just wish that it would still work when we convert to Bedrock Edition. It's amazing, honestly. The amount of work I've poured into this place. I didn't think that it would take so much work even once we drained it. I thought draining it would be the, like, most of the work, but it wasn't. Draining it was, like, a third of the work. I didn't notice that the recording got cut off, so you just got a really abrupt cut, but whatever. We had to do all the building. We had to do all the digging. I had to design the entire underground room, and all of that came after draining it. Plus, we had to flatten out the whole area under the farm so no slimes would spawn, because it turns out we had a slime chunk in the Guardian farm. I don't even know where it was. I still didn't figure it out. I don't even know where the chunk borders are. But basically, there was a slime chunk somewhere down there. I actually thought about making a slime farm for a little while, but then I realized that we'd have nowhere to kill the Guardians, so that was kind of... I just threw that idea away. Sucked. So now we have 45 ink sacs. That took barely any time at all, like probably a minute or so. So we've got 45 ink sacs. We'll just jump back down in the farm. Now what we could actually do is go through the Guardian farm, the Guardian path, since our diamond armor protects us from lava. But let's not do that, because then we have to also die from all the Guardians. So let's just drop down. Look at how amazing that is, by the way. We just dropped down to bedrock level from ocean level. Ugh. I love this farm so much. I love this farm so much. Okay, let's head over here. We're gonna need a lot of Prismarine shards. Also, I've been using up a lot of our Prismarine shard amount. It's a little unfortunate, but we have infinite, okay? All I have to do is leave the Xbox on overnight. I haven't done that yet, actually. I've never done an overnight AFK, but if I did, we'd just be right back up to the most Prismarine you've ever seen. And I just crafted Prismarine bricks instead of crafting Prismarine ink sacs. Okay. Well, on the plus side, we now have enough Prismarine to last us until the end of time. Enough Prismarine bricks, I guess. But we do need to recraft all those ink sacs. So, dark Prismarine, not Prismarine bricks. Let's get that straight. Dark Prismarine. There we go. Now, hopefully this is enough dark Prismarine to finish. This should totally be enough, right? Right? We've got over a stack. Come on, that's gotta be enough. It has to be enough. If that's not enough, I'm going to be so annoyed, because we just used... Dark Prismarine is annoying to get because we don't have a squid farm. We should totally have a squid farm. Oh, speaking of farms, I was originally planning on adding a kelp farm to Farm Central once we convert to bedrock, but I've actually changed that idea since then. Instead of a kelp farm, because I actually tried to build some prototype kelp farms, and I just could not find one that works. So instead of a kelp farm, which we honestly don't even need kelp, I don't know why I wanted a kelp farm. It doesn't do anything. I guess it's a fuel for a furnace, but we have enough coal to last us way long enough. We don't need more furnace fuel. I was thinking instead what we should do is, since we have all of those extra wheat seeds, we can funnel, like, all the wheat seeds, instead of going straight to the wheat chest, or the wheat seed chest, whatever, we can funnel it into composters, which they're adding in the 1.11 for bedrock. So we can funnel it all into composters, and then turn it all into bone meal, and then we can have a fully automatic bone meal farm. I was also thinking of doing that, but with the cactus instead, but I mean, cactus might at least have some useful... Now, admittedly, we should have made the cactus farm collect the cacti, because we had to build the whole Guardian farm with normal glass, because we couldn't get the, enough... I mean, we had to build it with just natural cacti that we dug around, because this is all cyan glass. Cyan needs cactus green to craft. Also, what does that say? Did I forget about one of Diamond Knight's signs? Diamond was here 2/15/19, first sign 2019. Well, not anymore. So I just broke the Guardian farm. Ooh, let's not do that. Now, with the remaining time in this episode, I want to build the last two little connectors to this thing. So it's going to be different, it's going to be weird, but I think we'll be able to manage and make it look good still. I love these pipes so much. I love this farm and how you can see the mechanisms working. That's what makes it interesting to me. So, okay. Up the pipes. I actually built stairs up the pipes and stuff so we can climb straight up here. So if we look at where they go out, it looks like it goes out at this level, right? And then it's equal with the end of this... No. It's equal... Yeah, it's equal with this light here. So it's going to just straight up go up from there. So here's my plan. We're just literally going to build this as if it's a normal pillar, and then ignore the middle area for now, because we'll figure out the middle area later. I mean, I have a prototype built in the creative world. This build, by the way, went through a lot of planning phases. There was the very rough draft, and it's also, like, completely changed from my original idea of what it was going to be. which is funny how that happens. But like my original idea for the Guardian Farm, this sounds so stupid now, but it was literally just going to be this whole pit. They drop down and they land on like magma blocks, and then a minecart hopper picks up them. Now, obviously, there weren't magma blocks back then, so I was just thinking lava, but now I would upgrade it to magma blocks. But basically, the whole idea was that this whole area would just be a giant death field, and that's not a very interesting looking place. Also, are we out of dark prismarine again? Are you joking? I'm very disappointed. We never have enough dark prismarine in this world, do we? Okay. Back up. To get the last dark prismarine, build the last little, extendo shaft up. And then we can say we have the whole roof skeleton built. Then next episode, I think next episode's going to be a time-lapse, for sure. And we're going to build everything around the skeleton. We're going to build the, normal prismarine, and we're going to build the ceiling, and it's going to be done. So all the levels of the Guardian Farm. The top level is the Prismarine platform. That's the travel point. It's where we enter the farm. Then below that, the Guardian spawning area. This giant tank, basically. Then they all sink down into the funnel, which pushes them all straight to the middle of the area. Then the funnel, from there, they drop into the central funnel, death funnel, I guess, the killing chamber, whatever, where they burn to death, and then also take loads of fall damage. Then, from taking loads of fall damage, they die, and then they get sorted into the room, which is... There's a lot of layers to this farm. Seriously, I'm so happy that they made Bedrock Edition, let you convert stuff to Bedrock Edition, because we can basically put this world up for download. I don't know if I'll ever do that. Maybe at the very end of this series, I'll put this world up for download. That would be cool. But other than that, this world's not going to go up for download. So once it finishes, I think I'll probably put it up for download. So then you can explore the world. You can play on the world. You can, I don't know, do a survival on the world or something. I don't care. Do whatever you want. But you're not getting the world anytime soon. That's what I'm telling you. You might get the world eventually, but it's definitely not going to be soon. I'd say 30 ink sacks should definitely be enough. So we're at 28 now. And 30. Okay. This farm is honestly the last big farm that we're waiting on Console Edition. Because as soon as we convert, this farm's not going to work. But everything else will work better. So, interesting how that works. But interesting how that doesn't work, too. Anyways, down the hatch. Oh, I don't even know if I mentioned this area. I built like a cool ceiling above this drop-down place. I thought it looks nice. Whatever. Dark prismarine, though. And that's going to need to go nowhere. Instead, we're going to get our normal prismarine and craft it into dark prismarine. Not enough, apparently. I'm so sorry, chests. I just have to rob you again. I'm really sorry about this, but I need more prismarine shards. I need more dark prismarine. Dark prismarine. This should be the last thing we're building out of dark prismarine, actually. This skeleton, because already the rest of the room is done. The sorting system's done, everything else. But the skeleton is honestly the last dark oak thing in this world. Then we'll never have to hunt squids again. Not because we'll have a better way of hunting them, just because we don't need to. So up we go. We've now built scaffolding all the way around this room. It looks horrible. Whatever. I wish we had scaffolding from Bedrock Edition. But then we'd need to convert and then the farm wouldn't work, so... Probably a good trade-off that trade-off the entire farm working, or the scaffolding. So anyways, guys, that is the end of this episode. I am very glad we finished the skeleton. Next episode will definitely be a time-lapse building the entire roof, hopefully. Look at all this terrible-looking scaffolding. Anyways, guys, that is the end of this episode, so for now I do want to tell you all, thanks for watching, and I will see you later.